on energy. The federal government has come in via NNPC. And there is a company called Enego. Contract was awarded since 2009. The base station is now complete. They are now inserting, the transmission line to come out at the Jegun Festa Gate. So I think in the next 12-13 months, this part of the island should be connected to the national grid. All right. Now, the beach as it is, like I said, the government, Lagos State is an aquatic state. And tourism is very paramount on their mind. And so the governor then, because he has completed his 2 terms, Fashola, now deemed it fit to say, okay, now let us boost tourism. And then our friend, Honorable Afukiyomi, was then the commissioner. And so the state now asked him to visit us. And it was April of that year that he came and designated this beach tourism beach. The designation came April 2009. All right. After designating the beach, there was need now to improve the facilities. And based on government's conceptualization of what they had on mind, they now said that every structure on the beach side, should be removed. And we agreed to the directive, and every structure along the beach side, apart from the tent, the canopies they are seeing, they were structures by the women along. And so business was very brisk. Everybody would come, you can buy anything you want to buy. All right. But when that directive came, all the structures were demolished, with the hope that the government would come up with prototype kiosks to put the beach in a true sense of a modern beach. But that was not forthcoming. Unfortunately, that same year, the militants struck. And when the militants struck, an embargo came down, because it's a gateway, that's the anchorage. So people coming in and going out became difficult. Like you are now, by 6 o'clock, they say the embargo. It's not still been relaxed in spite of appeals. The state, appealed to the federal government, the local government appealed, but they have not really relaxed it. Okay, so embargo is a militating factor to the growth of the beach. Now, transportation system, effective transportation system. Ideally, what the government had in mind was to at least deploy ferries. We're not discussing now of affecting the occupation of the boys. But as tourism beach, they ought to assign at least 1 or 2 ferries for people like you wanting to come over to the island to embark and disembark. So that is a factor. We do not have modern transportation system, which the government ought to provide. Now, relaxation facilities. A place like Tarkwa Bay ought to come up with a 5-star hotel, which the government and private investors can do. But in the absence of that, they ought to be mini chalets, so that when you come and you do not go at subsidized rates, you can go in and come out. All right? Then we want government attention. Life-saving devices. The government ought to provide lifeguards and all that for the beach, since it is a baby of the state government. I think we want, like the chairman appealed, we want your visit to herald our handicaps and to promote, because if you don't promote the beach, people will not know of it. So promotion is vital. You have to promote the beach in whatever form that you can, for people to know that there is a first-rate beach here, you know, for people to come and but then all these handicaps, all these things that we lack must be highlighted. The existing government is going, new ones are coming, and between now and February, if probably, you know, so incoming people should know that there is a leftover assignment to be carried on by them. Well, I think that is just all I